Steinhoffels. Live from the heart of campus at the UW Fieldhouse, the Badgers host the Butler Bulldogs.
Year 3 of the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network on ESPN Wisconsin, 620 WTMJ. Looking forward to bringing you another thrilling season. Fresh off a trip to the national semifinal one season ago, Wisconsin coming oh so close to a second potential national championship. A talented roster, a lot of new faces in 2026. We look forward to getting to know them tonight in this exhibition match at the Fieldhouse, and an absolutely loaded schedule, which includes 4 matchups against teams ranked in the AVCA preseason top 10 before the end of August. Here we go in 2026 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Good evening, everybody. Here at the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. My name is Jesse Nelson. It is a pleasure to be part of the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network for Season 3. You're our home at ESPN Madison. And joining us calling the match tonight at the UW Fieldhouse, the longtime play-by-play voice, the award-winning voice of the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network, it is our friend John Audius. John, good evening. A new season is upon us.
It's back. How's it going, Jesse?
Long time no talk, John. I've been great. I'm looking forward to getting to know a lot of new names on this roster this year. I heard Kelly Sheffield say this the other 11 new players. Is that the official total here? 11 new players on this roster in 2026?
Yeah, I mean, you got to deal with everybody who left due to graduation last season, and then everybody who decided to transfer. You bring in freshmen, you bring in transfers. It's a whole new look, but the Badgers and head coach Kelly Sheffield are hoping for a lot of the same success.
We will find out if they will have that this year. I have a feeling that Coach Sheffield thinks this team is capable of reaching similar levels of success because of the absolute gauntlet of a schedule that this team will face, especially early in the season. Right out of the gates next week at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, they'll face Kentucky, who eliminated Wisconsin in that national semifinal in the Final Four last year. What do you make of the difficult, awesome schedule that Wisconsin has put together in 2026?
You know, I like it. Sometimes if you have what they call a cupcake schedule, Jesse, you don't learn a lot about your team. But with this team in 2026, they need to replace the production of Mimi Collier, the defense and production of Carter Booth, just to name a few, Una Vajagic on the outside. They need to replace a lot of those numbers. And so these new faces, some of these freshmen, some of these transfers, they're going to get tested right out the gate. And what I think it does is it puts maybe not a sense of urgency, that might not be the right phrasing, but it just makes these players have to get to a certain level right off the bat. It's almost as if, you know, I know Oregon's top 25 this season, but when they start the Big Ten, it's almost like they get a break, you know. So I like challenging a team right off the bat. I like to see what they're made of. I think these are matches that can help them on later on in the season. And I think it's good just to see which players step up in big-time moments against big-time opponents, and we're going to find that out with 6 top 10 teams on the non-conference schedule.
Wisconsin set to play every team ranked in the AVCA preseason top 10. Wisconsin's one of them, so they only play 9. I guess that's a break, but 9 top 10 opponents in the preseason poll here in 2026. Cannot wait. It's going to be one of the most loaded volleyball schedules you'll ever see in college volleyball. John, before I let you go, we've talked a lot this week on our other shows on ESPN Wisconsin about what we're going to learn from the Green Bay Packers in their preseason. What are we going to learn about Wisconsin volleyball in this exhibition match against Butler tonight at the Fieldhouse?
I think we'll learn a few things. We're going to get, I don't know if we'll get a final answer, but we're going to get a clearer picture perhaps of who the starting libero will be. Head coach Kelly Sheffield, you'll hear about this in my interview I had with Kelly before the game, but in the alumni match last weekend, you saw Ana Bardero start at libero. Kristen Simon came in the second. They did the third with Ana, and then Kristen again in the fourth. They're going to switch that up and have Kristen Simon start. But the libero position, we'll see how that kind of tracks during this exhibition game. We're going to see on the outside, Hallie Thompson didn't play I don't think she's going to play again tonight. Talked to head coach Kelly Sheffield about that as well. But, we'll see the outside position. And it looks like Audrey Flanagan has jumped in and is going to take over, the top spot on the left side for this team. And then we get to see Grace Lopez as well. So we get some answers. Grace Lopez in the front row. She served and played in the back row in the alumni game. But now we get to see her in the front row in a couple of sets here tonight. It's an automatic 4-setter, by the way, against Butler, so we're going to play 4 sets no matter what. So I think we'll get a clearer picture. I don't know if we'll ever have answers because the lineup with Kelly has always been a thing where it just evolves, and sometimes it evolves into November and into December and the postseason too late. So I think we'll get a clearer picture of what that's going to look like. But even matches against, like we talked about, all these top 10 teams, we may see different lineups thrown out there too. So I think it might take a while before we know the official, this is what we're going with lineup. But I think we'll get glimpses or perhaps a clearer picture tonight.
Well, we're not going with our full lineup tonight either. No Pete Waite, no Jess Williams joining you tonight. John's riding solo for this match. Hey, everybody needs a good warm-up, right, John? I guess you got to earn your spot around here in this exhibition match.
I'll be play-by-play, and I'll try to fill in for Pete, although not nearly as well.
Appreciate you, John. Looking forward to the call tonight.
Thanks, Jesse.
John Audie is at the Fieldhouse standing by for the call of Wisconsin and Butler. Exhibition match, the tune-up before an absolutely loaded non-conference schedule. We're going to tell you more about that coming up as our pre-match show continues here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. But coming up next, we are going to hear from 2 of the leaders of the Wisconsin volleyball team here in 2026, returning setter Charlie Furbringer and Grace Egan. We'll hear some of what they had to say at Big Ten Media Days in Chicago last week. That's coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey Madison IKEA fans, great news! IKEA is closer than ever now with 2 Madison pickup points at the University Bookstore on State Street and the Beltline. Order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day, absolutely free for IKEA family members. That's right, no shipping fees or waiting for deliveries, just the IKEA style you love, ready when you are. Start shopping smarter today at IKEA.us or on the IKEA app and choose the University Bookstore, State Street, or Beltline pickup points. Don't forget to sign up for IKEA Family. It's free to join and gives you access to great deals, rewards, and free Madison pickup.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Wisconsin and Butler at the top of the hour at the UW Fieldhouse exhibition match as we get set for the 2026 Wisconsin volleyball season here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Head coach Kelly Sheffield described Grace Egan and Charlie Furbringer as 2 of Wisconsin's very best exemplary leaders. That is the role that both of those players will take on as they head into this 2026 season. Last week at Big Ten Media Days in Chicago, Charlie and Grace were both asked about the leadership role that they'll take on with this team with 11 new players, 9 of which are freshmen here in 2026.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not changing a lot from last year, but just being a come-with-me teammate and kind of being that bridge from the younger athletes. And I mean, I'm one of the only players who's been here for 2 years only, but one of the 2 returners from our season with Sarah Franklin and them, and just kind of bringing that bridge of what our standard is here at Wisconsin, and trying to guide these girls and bringing them with me if I'm working out in the gym, trying to get them in there too, and just showing them what it means to be a Badger.
Yeah, I think leadership has like a lot of roles, and I think one is like lead by example and like show our experience, because we've played in big games, we've played in long games, long seasons, so like just showing that and like helping them path the way of like they have to be a sponge, and like we can feed them information, and they just want to learn more, and we want to learn more too, so we can learn from them as well.
2 things you like to hear from the leaders of your team. Charlie Furbringer was also asked about her mental approach when she was out with an injury a little more than a month in the middle of last season. Here's what she said.
When I wasn't playing, I just didn't waste a second. I used every single moment to try and get better. I learned from watching my teammates. I saw my hitters' tendencies. That was a huge thing for me, being able to see maybe where I could miss for them and what would work worse for them. So, yeah, I think just really trying to soak in every single moment and being very external and still being a big leader helped me stay more engaged throughout the time that I was out, because obviously that sucks, and I think it's really easy to get super internal in that situation. But just really leaning on my teammates and knowing that they had my back and that they wanted me to come back so bad, and so I was working for them and for our fans and for myself because I wanted to be back. I really just think asking the questions I needed to ask, studying film, and doing all the things that I could do, even though I wasn't able to play, just allowed me to come back and be even better than I was before.
Like how she said, because obviously that sucks. She's always been one to tell it like it is. Charlie Furbringer. Grace Egan goes first in this next answer. Last one we're going to hear. Grace and Charlie were both asked about Wisconsin's difficult non-conference schedule, including the first match at Fiserv Forum 1 week from tonight, a Final Four rematch with Kentucky.
We're really hungry. I could say that. I mean, it's just how much we prepare this summer and this entire preseason, but I think we're pretty hungry for this game. I mean, we talk about it a lot, and just like finding good moments and just finding the moments where we can like come out strong, and I think this preseason is what we're going to do with that.
Yeah, we're super excited to play Kentucky, and our whole preseason schedule we're just super excited for, and I think we're ready to come out the gates. We're not going to ease into it. We kind of talked about that the other day, but we're ready to just get after it and battle as hard as we can and fight for those wins in the beginning of the season.
Grace Egan and Charlie Furbringer speaking at Big Ten Media Days last week in Chicago, the leaders of the Wisconsin volleyball team here entering the 2026 season. Our pre-match trivia question is back in 2026, and it's inspired by something Charlie Furbringer just said with us. We got to get to know this new roster somehow, right? Charlie Furbringer is one of 2 Wisconsin volleyball players on this year's team who were also teammates with Sarah Franklin, Carter Booth on the 2024 team. Who's the other current player who is part of the 2024 team with Charlie Furbringer? This one is for the volleyball hardos. We'll get that in 2 minutes coming up on the other side of the break on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like head administrator for a state-of-the-art surgical center.
What can I do for you, Doc?
We need to talk about the lights.
Ah, the mood lighting, relaxing, right? Much better than those old hospital vibes.
A hospital's supposed to have hospital vibes.
You seem tense. Let's dim the lights a bit.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Good to be back in 2026 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Exhibition match tonight at the Fieldhouse. Wisconsin playing host to Butler. They're going to play 4 sets no matter what tonight, so we'll have plenty of time to get you out of here and in time for the Brewers and Dodgers coming up a little bit later tonight here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Our pre-match trivia question today, Charlie Furbringer, one of 2 Wisconsin volleyball players on this year's team, who were also teammates with Sarah Franklin on the 2024 team. Who's the other current player part of that 2024 team with Charlie Furbringer? That is junior setter Morgan Van Wee, the pride of Wanakee. Morgan Van Wee, part of the UW Credit Union games, which you can find on ESPN Madison's social media platforms, including on our YouTube channel, where you can also find Announcer Cam during tonight's game. Watch John Audius with the call from the Fieldhouse on Announcer Cam on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. We will have that throughout this season with you here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. A fun second screen experience if you're watching the game at home. Mute the TV, turn John on YouTube. It's a great way to consume the game and get the home broadcast here on our Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Amazing!
Thanks, John. No scores to tell you about because the season hadn't started yet, but I will tell you who's in the top 10. This is usually where we do our little scoreboard rundown segment in our pregame show. So, the top 10 this year. Number 1, Nebraska. Yeah, again, number 1, Nebraska. 57 first-place votes in the AVCA Division I preseason poll. Number 2 is Texas. Wisconsin took them down in the regional final last year. Kentucky's number 3. They beat Wisconsin in the national semifinal. Kentucky fell to Texas A&M in the championship. Texas A&M is ranked 8th in the preseason poll this year. Pittsburgh's 4, Stanford 5, Wisconsin 6, Louisville 7. I mentioned Texas A&M at 8. Purdue and Penn State rounded out at 9 and 10. Minnesota and Indiana and Oregon, also the other Big Ten teams ranked in the AVCA preseason top 25 this year. And how good is Wisconsin's schedule out of the gates? August 21st, next Friday at Fiserv Forum against number 3 Kentucky. Then next Saturday, quick turnaround against number 7 Louisville. That's number 3 and number 7 in the first 2 matches on back-to-back days to start the season. August 28th against number 5 Stanford in Pittsburgh in the opening Spike Classic. And then a Sunday matinee, August 30th against number 4 Pittsburgh. That's essentially a road game, although it will technically be called a neutral site for Wisconsin and Pittsburgh. So if you're keeping track at home, that's number 3, number 7, number 5, and number 4. All on the docket for Wisconsin volleyball, ranked 6th in the country entering this season. The first 4 matches before we even get to the calendar month of September. Crazy start to the year for Wisconsin volleyball. This team is no doubt going to be battle-tested by season's end. It's just a matter of will they learn all the lessons they need to make a national championship run like they did to the Final Four last year. We'll hear more from head coach Kelly Sheffield getting us ready for tonight's exhibition match coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs, their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at IKEA.us or the IKEA app.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
25 years ago, a generational Bucks team made an unforgettable run.
This is the place to be.
Light It Up, narrated by Jim Paschke, is the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. This is the oral history of the 2000-2001 Milwaukee Bucks and their run to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolute bedlam here at the Bradley Center.
Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Wisconsin and Butler set the square off 4 sets tonight in the exhibition match at the Fieldhouse here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Wisconsin last year finished with an overall record of 28-5. Second place in the Big Ten Conference, 17-3 behind only undefeated Nebraska in the regular season. Of course, Nebraska didn't even make it to the Final Four last year. They were bounced by the eventual national champion, Texas A&M Aggies. The all-time winningest head coach in Wisconsin Badgers volleyball history, Kelly Sheffield, is back in 2026. He had a chance to catch up with John Audius a little bit earlier today.
So what are the main things you're watching for during an exhibition like tonight against Butler?
You know, a lot. There's been a big focus on our defense over the past week. Certainly areas of improvement that we've been working on. Block or backcourt defense. We're starting to put our offense in. Heavy focus on our serving. You know, I think just the things that you're working on in practice. How are we doing? And also we're putting people in a lot of different positions each set. Where the people that we're putting out there is going to look different from set 1 to set 2 and set 2, set 3, so on and so forth. And so how are people rolling in those roles?
Yeah, so some of those people, is that the case for the liberos tonight? We saw both Ana Bardaro and Kristen Simon play in the first exhibition. What will we see tonight?
Yeah, we alternated sets for them the last time. We're going to do the same thing tonight, except we'll reverse the order. So Chris will have the start in the first set, and then Ana will come in set 2, and back to Chris, and then on in the fourth set. We're going to play automatic 4 sets tonight.
Jayla August and Hallie Thompson did not play in that alumni match a week ago. What's their status for tonight?
Both of them are starting to practice, but I don't anticipate putting either of them in unless Hallie just wears me down with saying, put me in, coach, I want to play. So, and that's possible. She's pretty ferocious, which is one of the things I love about her, but she's just been starting to get herself back in. So that isn't my plan to put her in there, and Jayla won't be going in either, but they're starting to practice and starting to look better.
Talking with Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield, the Badgers face the Butler Bulldogs in an exhibition tonight at the UW Fieldhouse. Now, on this week's Kelly Sheffield show, you talked about Grace Lopez getting some practice time this week in the front row. How did that go for her, and when will we see her in the front row in a game?
You'll see her in the front row in a game, and here very shortly, in a matter of minutes, you'll see her up. So I think I think we got her being a serving. I think we've got her going all 4 sets tonight, serving sub in 2 of the sets, and then playing front row in 2 other sets. And so she's cracking the ball, and now it's she's still trying to get her timing back, so the hitting percentage needs to continue to climb. But her block is looking better in practice than what I thought it would be. She's taking up a little bit more space, really good with her hands, and there's some times that she just get up there and just crushing it. It's just coming back.
Let's talk about her serving. We saw her with that jump topspin serve. Grace Egan was back to that again last week as well, and you mentioned how you want to see the serving and how it goes tonight. So how much of a weapon might those two be with those serves this season?
Oh, man, Lopez is just sick and nasty. I mean, it's got that left-handed spin, and she can vary depth, which makes it really hard. There's some times that she will work that end line. There's some other times that she'll get in there and just kind of really, really spin it a little bit harder, and it'll drop in front of the passer. It really moves away from that person in the 5 zone that wants to pass to attack, and so that's kind of a different look. Egan gets going when she adds a little bit of side spin, and so if it's just constantly over the top, then some people that can groove that. But when she puts a little bit of spin, either at 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock on top of her 12 o'clock spin, then that thing really can give some people some problems as well.
All right, best of luck tonight. Thanks.
Thanks, Sean.
Kelly Sheffield before tonight's exhibition match at the Fieldhouse, Wisconsin, welcoming the Butler Bulldogs. First serve coming up just a few minutes away. Before we go out to the Fieldhouse, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, 10 for a legal ID here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door!
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
The 2026 season gets started in just a few moments. An exhibition match, a final warm-up before an absolutely loaded non-conference gauntlet. Wisconsin and Butler. John Audius with the call coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. Find the Metro family of auto dealers online or see them in person on the east side of Madison today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Welcome back to the UW Fieldhouse. John Audius with you. No Pete Waite tonight, so I'm flying solo as Wisconsin plays in its second exhibition match of the season. Tonight, it's against Butler. It's time for What to Watch, and I think all Badgers fans will be watching the Badgers freshman number 22, Audrey Flanagan. The 6'3 freshman played against the Badger alums in the first exhibition match of the season about a week ago, and boy, did she deliver. A team-high 17 kills while hitting .316. Now, we talk about all the opponents that the Badgers will be facing in the top 10 and all the top 25 teams that they have on the schedule this season, especially right off the bat, too. But, I mean, that's essentially a top 10 team. I mean, those are pro volleyball players that she was up against and some really, really good ones, too. And she produced 17 kills as a freshman in her first match, unofficial match, as a Badger. So what to watch, Audrey Flanagan. Can she have another big impact on the court tonight? Also, we'll be watching the libero position for the Badgers. Anna Bardero, the 5'10 freshman from Italy, She got the start against the alums last week, finished with 11 digs and received every single serve perfectly. But Kristen Simon filled in too. They split the playing time. They're going to do the same tonight. And Simon, of course, last year's libero, who averaged over just shy of 3.5 digs per set. She's actually going to be starting tonight against Butler, so we'll keep an eye on what to watch with that libero position as well. As far as the opponent tonight, Butler, a team that went 12-17 overall last season. They finished in 9th place out of 11 teams in the Big East with a 5-11 conference record. A fun note here, connection, Kyle Shondell is the head coach of the Butler Bulldogs. He is in his 4th season, entering his 4th season, and he is the nephew of Badgers assistant coach John Shondell. So Uncle John versus his nephew Kyle Shondell on the two opposite benches here tonight. All right, that's what to watch. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening serve. It's the second exhibition match of the season. Wisconsin versus Butler on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine-in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu, like their classic Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap, the CBR. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to VintageBrewingCompany.com to make a reservation today. That's VintageBrewingCompany.com.
We know the sound of a packed house, that feeling before the first serve, the roar after the first point. And we love what happens when Madison gets behind their teams. Hey, it's Mimi Collier, former Wisconsin Badger and newest addition to Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional volleyball team. Now is your chance to guarantee the best seats for every home game. Place a single $100 deposit to secure your 2027 membership and never miss a moment. Come be a part of Love Madison this season. Check out lovbmad.com to learn more.
The Ford Summer Sales event is on now at Metro Ford of Madison. For a limited time, get a new 2026 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $27,972. Price includes $499 dock fee and all applicable rebates. Excludes tax, title, license, registration, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Price subject to prior sale and availability. See dealer for complete details. Offer is valid to qualified buyers and ends August 31st. So head to Metro Ford of Madison today. View full inventory at metrofordofmadison.com.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Is with you as we get set for exhibition volleyball. It's Wisconsin versus Butler. Welcome wherever you are listening, whether that's on the ESPN Wisconsin app, ESPN Madison 100.5, whether you're in Beaver Dam on 1430 AM, or you're watching the announcer cam on YouTube. All right, time for tonight's starting lineup. So let's take a look first for the visitors. The Butler Bulldogs under fourth-year coach Kyle Shondell, 12-17 a year ago. Ava Hunter is a 5'9 sophomore setter out of Fishers, Indiana. Reagan Durbin, 5'11 on the outside. Sawyer Jones, a 6-foot opposite. Where's number 11? Carly Slusser, 6'2 as a middle blocker. Elise Ward, 5'10 senior outside. Ranked 10th in the Big East in kills per set last year. Zoe McDonald, 6'2 middle. The libero Jersey Lawyer, she's 5'9 and a junior. For the Badgers, under head coach Kelly Sheffield, Madison Quest, 6'3 on the outside, hitting .250 a season ago. Natalie Wardlow will be the middle blocker, 6'4". Linny Tarno, another middle. She's a freshman at 6'5". Audrey Flanagan, the 6'3" freshman who had 17 kills against the alumni a week ago. Charlie Furbringer's the setter. She's 5'11 and a junior. Grace Egan at 6'1", redshirt sophomore. The libero tonight getting the start is Kristen Simon. So I'm flying solo tonight. No Pete Wade. Well, that is until Jess Williams saves the day, jumps in, throws on a headset, and Jess, I think we're ready for some exhibition volleyball.
Let's go. Although I see the announcer cam. Dang it, I thought we were out of the announcer cam.
You're back on the announcer cam, unfortunately for you.
Dang it.
And the opening serve goes off the platform of Audrey Flanagan for an ace. Not the best start for Flanagan. Last week, she did really, really well. One of the things Kelly Sheffield talked about on serve receive was how well she did.
Yeah, she's an excellent passer, but Butler got her on that one.
Next serve goes to the back row. Here's a set to the middle, and Natalie Wardlow converts off the set from Charlie Furbringer. So Charlie to Nat, and it's 1-1 here in the opening set. So Madison Quest is now back behind the service line for Wisconsin as she'll come up near the right back and send one deep and out of bounds. So a service error from Wisconsin's Quest, and Butler takes a 2-1 lead here in the first, playing automatic 4 sets here tonight, Jess.
Automatic 4, yeah. Getting, you look at both rosters, really deep, a lot of players on both sides in the net, so the coaches decided needed to get everyone in, needed to get everyone some reps there.
Here's Elise Ward of Butler up to the service line. Right hand slaps it deep and out of bounds, and she returns the favor with a service error of her own. So now Natalie Wardlow will step back behind the line for Wisconsin. So here comes Wardlow now behind the line for the Badgers. Middle blocker had 25 aces a season ago for Wisconsin. And this one goes into the net. So a little bit of a lull here in the first set with both teams erratic serving here to start. 3-2 Butler.
Well, and just not ready to go. I don't know. You'd hope the teams would be just, I don't know, like caged tigers trying to get to play here. So kind of disappointing that we're starting with so many errors.
Here's the Butler serve right to left. Great pass to Furbringer up front, and a tip on the right side for Egan. Drops inside the 10-foot line, and that is a point for the Badgers. It is now 3-3.
I don't know if you said this. Ana Bardero comes in the back row from Madison Quest. So right now we have the dynamic duo of Ana Bardero and Kristen Simon in the back row.
And Egan just delivers a fastball for an ace. That jump topspin serve goes to the near side corner and down. It's 4-3 Wisconsin.
Man, and she in the warm-up, the very first ball, she sent almost into the student section. So I'm glad she dialed that in a little bit.
Egan again, high toss into the air. Right hand, a bullet to the back row. Out of system, the Bulldogs. Set to the left pin, and getting stopped at the net is Durbin. Wisconsin's defense sets up the wall. It's 5-3 Bucky.
And that's a really big buck. Linny Tarno really she is a big presence at the net. I think that's something the fans are going to be really excited about to watch this season.
Yeah, number 8 ranked recruit by PrepVolleyball.com. Tarno in on that block. Another great serve by Egan has the Bulldogs out of system. It results in a free ball to Wisconsin. Furbringer, the slide down the line, and it's just out of bounds for Tarno. Hitting error for the freshman. 5-4. Wisconsin leads in the opening set.
And that's what a good serve does. You're not necessarily trying to get aces. You're disrupting the passing pattern to give your front row a better opportunity to block. So we see that with Linny and Charlie able to capitalize on that first ball there.
There's Sarah Kemp, the sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky, serving from the right back. Near the end line, goes to Simon. Perfect pass on serve receive. Charlie gets it to Flanagan. Denied and covered by the Badgers again. Flanagan gets another attack attempt, and this time she converts as she pounds it to the back row and down inside the 10-foot line.
And she is so dynamic. So that ball is inside, so Charlie's running kind of this gap set for her, so she's not all the way to the antenna. She gets blocked, but she kind of recycles into the net, and she makes her way all the way back out to the left sideline for that attack. That's really athletic.
Now we get to see Grace Lopez, the redshirt junior, back behind the line. Had an ace against the alums in the matchup a week ago, and this one down the right sideline of Butler to start things off with an ace in the first for Lopez.
We haven't seen a lot of topspin serves on the Badger team, so the fact that we've got Egan and Lopez, both Graces, it's pretty special.
Lopez, next one, left-handed cross, line drive pass off to the left. Butler plays it, though, to the left pin, and getting the kill, the Bulldogs. That's Maria Nix, the 6-foot sophomore, converting for Butler. 7-5 Wisconsin.
That serve definitely got Butler out of system. we just weren't there ready for that defensive move.
So here comes Butler. It's Durbin serving it deep and out of bounds. Service error. Had quite a few of those already. That is the second service error by Butler. The Badgers already have 2.
And I was watching Hard Knocks the other day, and they said in their first few weeks, it's the installation phase. So we're still in the install phase of the serve, the receive, everything system-wise. So we might see more of that tonight.
Simon, good serve to the back row. Butler attack in the middle. Deflected, played by Wisconsin. Simon with the bump set. Here comes Quest. Big approach. Deep cross court. And it's walloped for a kill by Quest. 9-5 Wisconsin in the first. That is Madison Quest converting. Just over 1.1 kills per set a season ago for Quest, the sophomore from Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Here's Simon again. Right back corner. Serves across court. Overpass. Wardlow, 2 hands. Throws it straight down inside the 10-foot line. 10-5. And that's going to force a Butler timeout after the overpass. Wardlow puts it down for a point. And we've got a timeout on the floor by the Bulldogs. In the first set, it is Wisconsin 10, Butler 5 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs, their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best. Not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. Cheers! When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is always worth playing for, with only 95 calories and superior smooth taste. It's the ultimate trophy. Michelob Ultra, Superior Light Beer. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
John Oddie is joined by Jess Williams for this exhibition match. The Badgers lead the Butler Bulldogs in the first set. It's 10-5. Wisconsin up by 5. Here comes Simon following the Butler timeout. Serves middle back. Set goes to the left pin, and the attack is long, but there is a touch called. It's good. Count it for Elise Ward, the 5'10 senior, who had over 300 kills last season for Butler.
Well, and you got both Charlie and Natalie saying no touch. So Kelly's going to challenge that.
Okay, so we've got our first challenge of the exhibition.
Of the year.
Wisconsin was challenging that there was no touch.
Okay, fair enough.
So behind the scenes knowledge, the athletic department did this whole big migration last week, and that's why we didn't have the whole process of replay was not possible at the alumni game because of this silly migration. So this is the first time when we can have that.
And there was a couple of times that they wanted to use and you could it was awesome to see like how fired up the Badger pros were getting.
They were so fun.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
There was no block touch. The call will be reversed. Point will go to Wisconsin, and they will retain their challenge.
There we go. No touch, so
chalk it up for Kelly. Start the season stat.
There it is. 1-0 in challenges for Kelly Sheffield. 10-6, now 11-5 as they adjust the score. Here comes Wisconsin Simon, the libero for the first set. Nasty serve, passed off to the left sideline, and Butler's scrambling. Free ball to Wisconsin. Furbringer set her dump. Oh, and she got all of the net and then some. Left hand. Now she's trying to.
What? And then you see Kelly going, what? Should I challenge that? Exhibitions are fun.
Yeah, Charlie was saying, what? I didn't touch it. It was, I mean, the net was rocking. Serve receive goes to Egan. High pass finds Furbringer to the left pin. It's Quest into the block, recycled. Here comes Quest again. Hangs on that one. Pushed back and covered by Quest, but she got it twice. Point Butler. Bulldogs pull to within 4. Wisconsin is led by as many as 5. We're going to play 4 sets. I think I said that already, but automatic 4 here tonight. So we'll see how that works out. Serve receive Flanagan, scoops it up to Furbringer. Left side there's Quest. Deep back row. And the dig goes off to the left. Initially touched there by Durbin, and it falls to the floor for a Wisconsin point. And the Badgers lead the Butler Bulldogs by a score of 12-7.
A little bit of miscommunication on the Butler side there between the setter and the outside. So
here's Furbringer. The serve, right hand across to the middle back. Spinning pass up front to Kemp. Set to the outside, stopped by Wisconsin. Picked back up again by Butler. Chopped down the line by the Bulldogs. Grabbed by Wisconsin. Egan off the top of the net from the right pin. Sharp cross court and down. Counted for Grace Egan, who's playing on the right, 13-7.
So that ball, Simon plays that ball with her hands. She can't be in front of the 10-foot line when she does that, so that's why she kind of did that funky jump over the 10-foot line move. Ball went a little outside that caused Grace to have to play it off the tape like that.
Ooh. This one lined out of bounds by Furbringer. Service error, but you know what's interesting to watch out of Charlie's serves. Remember, after post-shoulder injury, everything was short and soft, and now
got a little more pace.
Yeah, a little bit more pace behind these serves.
Working it.
2026. 3 Badger passers on serve receive, awaiting the serve by Hunter. Goes back row to Flanagan, pass Tad off to the right, set to the right pen. There's Quest skimming it off the defense of Hunter on the right back. 14-8, count it for Quest.
Good, and we usually see her on the left pin. She's playing right pin, just kind of all over the court right now. It's great.
Serve by Quest to the middle back, up front to Hunter. Push over on the right side after the set. Wisconsin retains possession, and there's Flanagan banging it down off the block. Coming off those 17 kills a week ago against the Badger pros, and now it's 15-8. Audrey Flanagan's really fun to watch, and I'm really excited to see what this season brings for her. Here's Quest. Got a little bit too much air underneath that serve as it jumps out of bounds off the right hand of Quest, 15-9.
A lot of service errors.
Yeah, already. 4th service error now from Wisconsin here in the first set, midway through the first. Here comes Butler. Bulldogs serve it back left to Flanagan. Great pass up front to Furbringer, and cranking one to the back middle for the kill is Grace Egan. And she walloped that one. Over 2.2 kills per set a season ago for Egan. She makes it 16-9. Here's Wardlow. Up near the right back with the right hand. That one's deep and out. So that's service error number 5 in the first. I know that frustrates fans a lot.
It does. They're still working on stuff, so giving them a little grace today. They're really trying hard. I promise.
Here's Lawyer. They're not trying to do that. Tarno, serve receive on the left front. Flanagan bouncing off the block, but she gets denied as the block ricochets back to the back row and inbounds. 16-11, count it for the Bulldogs. 5-point lead for Wisconsin. Here comes libero Lawyer, serving back row at Bardero. Middle attack for Tarno is rejected. Huge block in the middle for the Bulldogs, number 13, Carly Slusser.
Yeah, so that's 2 blocks in a row now, so need to try and change things up, get a better pass here so we can run some offense.
Line drive pass Bardero, quick set for Tarno from Furbringer, and Tarno takes care of the rest, 17-12.
I don't know what I'm saying. Those were 2 perfect passes by Anna, so just disregard everything I've said.
Here's Grace.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sure you do. 17-12, Wisconsin. Here's Egan, high toss. Right hand slammed off the top of the net. It drops down for an ace. right at the 10-foot line. Slusser was right in the area, but had no chance of getting to that. So there's an ace for everybody upset about all the errors so far. Second ace, make it the third ace of the match for Wisconsin. Second for Egan. Another line drive to the left back and a good serve. Tip up and over the block by Jones. Wisconsin finds Lopez. Back row attack. Out. Past the end line. Hitting error from Grace Lopez. And it pulls Butler back to within 5.
I think that was Egan.
That'd be Grace Egan.
Egan. Those
not
Graces.
Grace Lopez.
Those Egans, they'll get you, or those Graces.
Now we've got a couple of Graces, huh? Stack left on serve receive. Here's Kempf. That's Egan on serve receive. Furbringer, long string out to the left. Flanagan, yes. Deep cross court. She cracks a kill, and it's 19-13. So Audrey Flanagan coming off that 17-kill performance, now 2 kills. Make it 3 for Flanagan off 5 swings and a .400 hitting percentage. Quest, Flanagan, and Egan all with 3 kills thus far. Serve down for an ace. Number 2 tonight for Lopez.
Both Graces have 2 aces. But you were just talking about the kill count. That sounds like a really balanced offense to me. If they've all got, they're all racking up 3 kills apiece right now. Good job, Chuck.
Lopez, next one. Some heat behind that one. Kemp sets to the middle, and the shot by Butler goes out. There's no touch, although the entire Bulldogs team saying there was a touch. Reagan Durbin with the attack, and now Kyle Shondell will challenge that call. Our second challenge of the match. 20-13 the score right now.
Butler is challenging that there was a block touch.
So we'll have our second look at that, or a second replay, rather, challenge. Right now the Badgers are on a 3-0 scoring run if this call stands.
Do you know the new timeout rule? You can't call a timeout and then challenge. So part of the new rule change, this is a rule change year. You can have technology on the bench that shows what is happening, so they don't want to give you enough time to be able to look through and be like, oh wait, there was a touch on that, or that ball was way in during your timeout. They're saying, you only have 8 seconds between when the ball is dead and then they call a serve. So they don't think that's enough time to go back and re-look at that on the iPads or on the laptop.
That's barely any time.
That's barely any time. But if you have a 90-second timeout, you could go back and you can scrub. So you have to call a challenge before a timeout. So if someone calls a timeout, you can't go back out and be like, oh, now we want to challenge it.
That's really interesting because, like you said, there is not a lot of time, and it takes some time.
After review, the call will stand due to inconclusive video evidence. Wisconsin will retain the point. Butler will lose the challenge.
All right, there you go. Didn't have enough to look at it. Yep.
So that might be something you might not. It won't change the cadence of the game at all, but you can't challenge after a timeout.
Is that Johnny Pulver's responsibility? Who has the iPad on the Wisconsin bench?
Actually, that's a great idea. I think they're testing it right now.
Okay.
So
Lopez, another great serve, results in another ace off the platform of Durbin, and Grace Lopez is dealing in the first set.
It's a really tough serve. She's placing the ball like 6 to 8 inches over the top of that tape. That's such a hard angle as a passer to manipulate and figure out where the ball is going in such a short amount of time.
Third ace of the set. This one clips the top of the tape. Durbin on serve receive. Off to the left, pushed by Nix. Wisconsin recovers. High bumps that left side off the top of the block. It's Madison Quest as it falls to the floor past the end line, and the Badgers lead by 10.
I feel like I've been around the gym. I haven't been actively involved in practice, but I've been watching a lot of emphasis on out-of-system setting, and the Bros taking the second ball, Egan in middle back taking the second ball. So we're seeing that right now.
How about another ace for Lopez? The pass by the Butler passer goes up and over the net and out of bounds. It's set point in the first. Fourth ace of the first set for Lopez.
That's crazy.
Set point. 6 overall aces in the set for Wisconsin. Next one got away from her and out of bounds. Oh, we wanted to end that one with an ace. Stops a 6-0 run.
It was a nice little run for Gilo. Ooh.
Got it all the way to set point.
Yeah, seriously.
Now a 10-point lead for the Badgers. Served by Butler, handled by Flanagan. Furbringer back sets to Tarno, who ends the first, deep cross-court style as she drives that set from Furbringer to the floor. 25-14, Wisconsin wins the first. They led by as many as 11, then that was the final spread there in the first. Wisconsin wins the first set by 11 points. Big 6-0 run there near the end of the first, thanks to the serving of Grace Lopez. And the Badgers lead Butler 1-0. We'll take a break and come back with set number 2 after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Wisconsin wins the opening set here against Butler. The Badgers went on a 6-1 run to end it. And as much, Jess, as we complained about the service errors, or I'm sure fans really noticed the service errors, they got to notice the aces too. There were 6 service errors, but 6 aces from Wisconsin in that opening set, led by Grace Lopez with 4.
Yeah, we love that. I mean, that's what you want to see. And this is. I mean, we played the alumni last week. You can argue that's the first time playing. I mean, I think that was just a blast, and I think you get to play Badger legends and you know, all the things. This is the first time we're playing an outside opponent. This is a team of, this is a 2026 team, rostered team that we could see at any point during the season. So it's exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking. So get those service errors out of the way, but you can really see what an effective serve can do from both of the Graces, Egan and Lopez. And that spin serve is just, when it's on, it is deadly. And you can see that. You can see how it's on the passers on the opposing team so quickly. They're barely reacting to that. So you're kind of getting a preview of what you can see all year.
Overall, Wisconsin offensively with a .364 hitting percentage in that first set, with 14 kills as a team with 6 errors, and they hold the Bulldogs to just 1 kill in the first set, 3 errors, and a -200 hitting percentage. Madison Quest, the kills leader in the first, with 4 kills off 6 attempts with 1 hitting error. That's a .500 hitting percentage. So here we go, set number 2, and the Badgers, Charlie Furbringer. First team all Big Ten selection last season, all preseason team. This year leads off with yet another ace for Wisconsin as the pass by Butler goes off to the right and down.
Charlie getting in on the ace action there.
And that is ace number 7 for the Badgers here this evening.
And like you talked about earlier, it was a low flat serve. That wasn't a short, high tops. Yeah, she's working on it.
Down to Durbin on the left back. It has the setter on the run, and they get it out to number 11, Sawyer Jones, the senior, who converts for the kill. Another decent serve there by Furbringer. Had Hunter trying to chase that down to get it.
Well, it took our outside attacker out of the passing pattern, so setter's literally passing over her head to the right side for that. That's a hard thing to do.
There's Lawyer with the serve for Butler. Egan pounds one. Heavy right hand from Grace Egan on the left pin. And the Badgers take a 2-1 lead in the second set.
And I think that, the Butler block was late. Their hands were not pressed over the net. And so I think Egan, a good hitter, will see that and capitalize on that. That's exactly what she did.
Here's Simon from the right back, ready to serve. There's a DS here in the second set. Bardero is the libero as this serve goes high off the shoulders of Elise Ward in the middle back and down to the floor. It's an ace for Simon.
Here we go. We're loading.
20 aces a season ago for Kristen Simon. Gets one here in the preseason against Butler. Right hand, another short one to the middle back. Hunter setting it up to the left side, and it's good by Durbin right off of Furbringer on the right sideline, on the right back. 3-2, point Butler.
Well, very similarly to how that last serve had Butler kind of off their heels. They're kind of scrambling. Their block was late. That's exactly what we had there. So really late block there, so they just kind of took advantage of that, hit the ball right down the line at Charlie.
Here's Sarah Kemp, the 5'11 sophomore. Setter from Louisville, serving from the right back. 3 Badger passers. She directs it to the left back at Flanagan. Low on serve receive. High bumps that back to Audrey left side into the double block, and she is rejected by the Bulldogs. Block number 3 for Butler here tonight. It's tied at 3 in the second. So Flanagan now has 2 hitting errors with 3 kills off 6 attempts. Let's see where Kemp goes this time. Will she target Flanagan again? She does. Left back, scooped up, tight pass. Charlie sets it to Wardlow. Soft tip up and over, played by Butler. Pushed over in the middle, popped up by Furbringer. The set, Bardero to the right side, Egan, and a diving attempt and a save by the Bulldogs. Durbin on the left side, block touch Wisconsin. The Badgers grab it. Over to Egan on the right, soft tip up and down inside the 10-foot line for Grace Egan. Her 5th kill to lead the team. It's 4-3 Wisconsin.
It might have been the longest rally so far. A lot of defensive efforts. I think you've got a Shondell coach team. They're going to play defense. So that's a nice little rally there.
Here comes Wardlow behind the service line. See if she can get in on this ace action. Lines one to the back row. Pass off to the left by Ward. And now a free ball coming to the Badgers. Simon first touch. Furbringer setting. Middle. Tarnell. Big pound. It's down. Big attempt by the libero Lawyer goes off the bottom of the net. It's 5-3.
It's got a lot of offensive weapons. They're giving the Butler block a lot of fits right now. They're not able to commit to anything. They're just kind of on their toes reacting at this point.
5-3 Wisconsin. Tarno now with 3 kills. Here is Wardlow's serve, and she's going to get an ace. She gets in on the action. Ward in the middle back. Shanks the pass behind her and off to the left. 6-3 now, Wisconsin.
Just had to give it some time.
Starting to warm up a little bit, yeah.
We're in the install phase.
3-0 scoring run from Wisconsin. Wardlow gallops to the end line. Right hand touches the top of the net on the serve. It's tight near the net. Durbin pushes it over. Here comes Bucky to the right pin. There's Egan, rejected. Straight down by the Butler block. In on that was Durbin and Slusser, the middle blocker.
Yeah, so Kelly's saying, if he's seeing what I just saw, it's the Butler setter's back row, and she went to set the ball. She jump set, so she's, front row attacking. And it looked like she played it over on our side of the net, so I think that's what he was questioning the down ref on.
Yeah, he was going to have a conversation there with the down official. The serve is deep and out of bounds by Vogt, a junior from West Lafayette, Indiana. And now it's 7-4 Wisconsin in the second set. Badgers lead this match 1-0. So Egan steps behind the line, leads the Badgers with 5 kills, does have 2 aces and 3 digs tonight. Serve receive up front, it goes to Kemp, and then on the left side, getting stopped at the net are the Bulldogs. Ward got stopped by Wisconsin, 8-4.
That was a solo block by Miss Charlie Furbringer. That was a great read, great presence at the net. She's pressing over and gives her nowhere to go. It's a great block.
There's Egan, 4-point Badgers lead. Hard slam over with the serve. Butler goes to the left side. Simon patrolling the defense, has the stop to Flanagan now. Saved by the Bulldogs. To the right pin, and another Bucky block. Flanagan teams up with Tarno, and it's 9-4.
That was great. I was hoping to get a replay on that. It's just a well-timed block, and Audrey takes away the line, seals it. There's no place for her to go.
9-4 Wisconsin. The 3rd block of the match for the Badgers. A nasty serve has a pass off to the right, over the scorer's table, and Wisconsin's dealing still behind the service line. Another ace for the Badgers. It's 10-4.
Well, that's it. She's been going kind of straight ahead. That time she puts a little spin on it, so it goes to the right back. And man, that different angle gave their passer fits.
Here's Egan, toss into the air. This one into the net. A service error. But, yeah, that's what Kelly Sheffield was talking about on the pregame show, that 11 o'clock, that 1 o'clock versus the 12 o'clock spin on the ball.
Yeah, and that's a thing, and that's something that they're working on. And sometimes you're just trying to get the spin to spin, and other times you're really feeling it, and you can put that 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock spin on it. So that's really cool.
Flanagan with a big pop that goes in, a touch. A touch called, so count it for Flanagan. And that gives Wisconsin an 11-5 lead now in the second set. So Flanagan will step back behind the line to serve now for Wisconsin, a team that averaged about 1.5 aces per set a year ago. As a team now in the second set, tonight they have 10. Picked up serve receive, shoot set in the middle for the Bulldogs, tipped over by McDonald, and it's going to be a point for Butler as the Badgers have a little bit of issues in the backcourt.
Just a little. Anna and Audrey both went for that ball. They're both on the ground, kind of in Charlie's way, so I think she was calling help, and Grace thought Anna would be there to get it, and just a little bit of breakdown of communication.
Hunter serves right back at Flanagan, tight pass, back row attack, Egan flies in and finishes for Wisconsin. It's 12-6.
I find myself constantly like, who is she setting to? And then the back row attacker comes out of nowhere. Like, that was one of those moments. I was like, where is she going? And then Egan just shows up and a backcourt slam. That's awesome.
6-point Badgers lead. Bardero goes to the back row. Here come the Bulldogs. Hunter setting left side, a push. Egan underneath it. Bump set left side for Travis. A roll shot sliding in. Butler with the save. Middle attack stopped by Wisconsin. I'm not sure if it cleared the net. It did not. 4 hits.
I don't know if you talked about this last week. Anna has not served in years because in Italy, bros don't serve. So that's something she's really been focused on, really been working on because she hasn't had to do it for a long time.
She's wearing the libero jersey in the second set. Lines that one over. Is a good serve there for not having served. And then a hit into the net by Butler on the left pin by Sawyer Jones. Count it for Wisconsin. Bardero will go back to serve again. Bardero? Bardero. Let's go with Bardero then. Okay. Here's Bardero, 14-6. 8-point lead for Wisconsin. Pop deep, and that one goes just out of bounds. I mean, we've seen that before with, other players who come over and didn't have serving experience?
Like in international ball, the middle serve. So this is kind of sort of unique because she just hasn't served in years. So she hasn't moved. That was in.
And that's a serve that's in for Butler. Fired up about that ace is Elise Ward, who had 41 aces a season ago for the Bulldogs. I thought it was Gigi.
It was Gigi. That's
yeah,
right. I was going back through the archives. Took me a second.
This one lined right to left at Egan from the 10-foot line. The set to Travis on the left pin is converted by Ava. So there's Ava Travis getting it for the Badgers. The transfer playing in Madison this season makes it 15-8 Wisconsin in the second set. With the Badgers up 1-0. We've got a timeout on the floor in the second. It's Wisconsin 15, Butler 8 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
We know the sound of a packed house, that feeling before the first serve, the roar after the first point. And we love what happens when Madison gets behind their teams. Hey, it's Mimi Collier, former Wisconsin Badger and newest addition to Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional volleyball team. Now is your chance to guarantee the best seats for every home game. Place a single $100 deposit to secure your 2027 membership and never miss a moment. Come be a part of Love Madison this season. Check out lovbmad.com to learn more.
Hey Madison IKEA fans, great news! IKEA is closer than ever now with 2 Madison pickup points at the University Bookstore on State Street and the Beltline. Order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day absolutely free for IKEA family members. That's right, no shipping fees or waiting for deliveries, just the IKEA style you love, ready when you are. Start shopping smarter today at IKEA.us or on the IKEA app and choose the University Bookstore, State Street, or Beltline pickup points. Don't forget to sign up for IKEA Family. It's free to join and gives you access to great deals, rewards, and free Madison pickup.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Seven-point Wisconsin lead in the second set. John Adi is joined by Jess Williams here at the Fieldhouse in Madison, where the Badgers lead Butler in this exhibition, 1-0. As Charlie Furbringer is behind the service line for the UW. And the Badger setter goes down the left sideline on a short serve and a line drive pass results in a free ball back to Wisconsin. Bardero to Furbringer, perfect pass. Left hand tip by Wardlow is going to fall down inside the 10-foot line on the left front of the Butler side of the court. 16-8. Wardlow goes with the offhand. This match is the largest lead of the set now for Wisconsin. They won the opening set by 11 points thanks to a 6-1 run to end the first set. Here's Furbringer, angles in on this one to the right back with that serve. Hunter setting middle attack, that's McDonald. Grabbed by Flanagan to the right side, that's Egan. Got it off the block as it ricochets down to the floor. And Grace Egan continues her hot play here in the second. That is kill number 4 for Egan in the second set. She's got a total of 7 now in this match. Line drive serve to the right back by Furbringer. Durbin with a power push. Bardero underneath it. Left pin. Travis winds up and she got it. There's Ava Travis. We talk about all the outsides that the Badgers have, and Ava Travis is one that really brings a big punch to the court for Wisconsin. Gets the kill there. Now we've got a timeout taken by Butler. Wisconsin's on a 4-0 run, and the Badgers lead it 18-8 in the second set. Back after this break on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs, their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
4-0 scoring run for the number 6 ranked Wisconsin Badgers in the AVCA coaches poll that was released this week. The Badgers come in at number 6. Picked number 2 to finish second in the Big Ten in the preseason poll as well. Big Ten Media Day. Now playing in the exhibition against Butler, up 1-0. Short serve, Furbringer, pass off to the right, hits the pin, that's an ace. So Furbringer gets the ace, 19-8 as Wisconsin extends its second set lead, now on a 5-0 run.
John, I got to go open the locker room door.
Okay.
It's almost time to go.
Okay.
I'll be back.
See ya. Bye. There's Jess Williams, who just out of nowhere shows up to save the day right at the start of the match as she gets on headset and is ready to go. Travis, a bump set over to Egan, who converts with the right hand to the middle back. Another point for Wisconsin. It's a 12-point Badgers lead. Wisconsin in the red zone now, 20-8, 6-0 run. And Furbringer is back again behind the line. And another great serve. Diving to her left with the save is Lawyer, the libero. Durbin with the attack. Badgers get it to Egan, who punches it into the Durbin block. And Durbin gets the best of that 1v1. 20-9, and it stops a 6-0 Wisconsin run. Badgers had a big 6-0 run near the end of the first set thanks to the serving of Grace Lopez. Now they get a 6-0 run thanks to the serving of Charlie Furbringer. Lawyer with the serve to Travis on serve receive. Back row, Flanagan flies in. Count it for Audrey. Big blast to the back row for Flanagan. 21-9. Not only can Flanagan get it done offensively like she did right there, her 5th kill of the match. Kelly Sheffield was really impressed after the exhibition against the Badger pros with her passing as well. Flanagan passed a 2-2 against those Badger pros. Here's Simon, serve to the back row, out of system to Bulldogs. Here's a big high-flying attack that goes wide and out of bounds by Jones, the senior opposite out of Berkeley, Michigan. And it puts another one on the board for the UW, 22-9 Wisconsin. Kristen Simon playing the role of DS here in the second set. Bardero's the libero. Short serve. Hunter setting to Durbin left side. Block touch by the Badgers. Scooped up by Simon to Furbringer. Quick set middle. And Wardlow wallops it to the back row. That's a pretty sweet 1-2 punch there with Furbringer and Wardlow in the middle. And, of course, Jayla August will be that other middle blocker for the Badgers. Not playing tonight. But someone who is playing is number 6'7", number 67, Hallie Thompson, getting her first action of the exhibition season. Coach Sheffield said that she bothered him enough, he might just put her into the match, and that must have been what happened. Hanging attack in the middle, squirts right through the Badgers block. Counted for number 13, Carly Slusser. 23-10, Wisconsin in total control in the second set. But Hallie Thompson getting her first action since the spring. Gets it on serve receive, does Thompson. Set right back to Hallie. Power push off the block. Swing one, a kill. And it's set point for the UW now in the second. Natalie Wardlow will check out. And Alyssa Conrad comes in to the match for the Badgers. Played at Memorial High School in Madison. Played for the club in Sun Prairie in Madison, Madtown. Here's a great serve by Conrad. Pinball around, pushed over, free ball to Wisconsin. Set, middle, count it. It's Tarnow ending the second set. Off the blocker's hands and down to the floor. And Wisconsin dominates in the second. And they win it by 15, 25-10. Now a 2-0 lead here tonight in the exhibition against Butler. Remember, we're going to play an automatic 4 tonight, but a great start for the Badgers here through the first 2 sets. 25-14 in the first, 25-10 in the second. We're at the intermission. Jesse Nelson has an intermission report coming up on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Molly Brown here, and if you need room for everything life throws your way, meet the 2026 Kia Carnival at Metro Kia of Madison. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR financing for up to 48 months on a new 26 Carnival using Kia Finance. That's just $21.65 per month for every $1,000 financed for 48 months with no down payment required. Offer ends August 31st and is subject to credit approval, vehicle availability, and dealer participation. See Metro Kia for complete details.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org. Intermission report brought to you by Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. Start your day with Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, Packers fan Michelle Smallman, and UW-Madison alum Evan Cohen. Weekday morning starting at 5 a.m. on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN app. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Wisconsin leads it 2-0. They're playing 4 no matter what in this exhibition match against Butler tonight. Wisconsin dominating both of the first 2 sets, 25-14 in set number 1, 25-10 in set number 2. All over Butler tonight. Wisconsin 28 kills to 5 for the Bulldogs. How about service aces behind the service line? 11-2 in favor of Wisconsin. Diggs 14-4. Wisconsin dominating in pretty much every statistical category through the first 2 sets tonight. Expect to see some of the fresh new faces. 11 new players on the Wisconsin roster here for the 2026 season compared to last year. We'll see some of those new faces continuing to showcase themselves here over the next 2 sets at the Fieldhouse. A couple of other notes for other sports and when their first games of their respective seasons are. Of course, volleyball starts next Friday, the official start of the regular season. August 21st, 6th-ranked Wisconsin and number 3 Kentucky in Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee at the AVCA First Serve Showcase. They also play against Louisville again on Saturday afternoon. The football team opens up, of course, Sunday, September 6th against Notre Dame at Lambeau Field. We'll be there with ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day. Women's soccer actually opened up last night, a 1-0 loss to TCU here in Madison. They play BYU again on the home field coming up on Wednesday. Men's soccer opens up next Thursday night on August 20th, hosting St. Mary's also here in Madison. Wisconsin plays every team ranked in the AVCA preseason top 10 on their 2026 schedule, including 4 top 10 opponents before the month of August comes to a close. 2 top 10 matchups in Milwaukee next week, and then 2 more in Pittsburgh in the week to follow. We'll get back out to the Fieldhouse. John Audius with the call. Set 3 coming up next. Wisconsin and Butler on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at ikea.us or the IKEA app.
We know the sound of a packed house, that feeling before the first serve, the roar after the first point. And we love what happens when Madison gets behind their teams. Hey, it's Mimi Collier, former Wisconsin Badger and newest addition to Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional volleyball team. Now is your chance to guarantee the best seats for every home game. Place a single $100 deposit to secure your 2027 membership and never miss a moment. Come be a part of Love Madison this season. Check out lovbmad.com to learn more.
Back to the Fieldhouse at Madison. Exhibition match against Butler for the Wisconsin Badgers before the season starts at the AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum next Friday and Saturday. The Badgers get a rematch of their national semifinal loss to Kentucky at the Wildcats Friday night at 8 p.m. A match you can hear on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. And then the following day, they take on another top 10 team when they take on the Louisville Cardinals. That's one starts at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Wisconsin comes in ranked number 6 in the preseason coaches poll. And so far tonight against Butler, good little tune-up here before the regular season. 25-14 in the first and 25-10 in the second. Overall, the Badgers are hitting .442 as a team. 28 kills, 9 errors, while Butler has a negative hitting percentage, -107. 5 kills. They had just 1 kill in the opening set. They had 4 kills, 5 errors that last set. Hit -056. Serving has been great for the Badgers, 11 aces as a team. They do have 8 service errors. That was kind of the theme early on, a lot of service errors from Wisconsin. Then things started to heat up thanks to the Graces, Lopez and Egan, who have a total of 7 of the 11 aces between those two. 4 for Lopez, 3 for Egan. So now Butler will go left to right with the serve. It'll be Kaylee Finnegan, the 5'10 senior from Toledo, Ohio, was 6th in the Big East in assists per set a season ago. Also had a total of 12 service aces as she steps back behind the line and throws one up and over on a rainbow serve to Egan on the right back. Here's Lopez playing in the front row. Left-hand tip up and over. Played by the Bulldogs. Durbin unloads on one. Block touch and saved back row by Wisconsin. Up front to Tarnow. Picked up by Butler. Left side, Durbin again. Furbringer, right back touch. Saved by Simon in the corner. Here's Lopez from the left side with the left-hand tip. Played by the Bulldogs, and then in the middle, a big rejection from Wisconsin as they collect the 4th block of the match. 1-0, the Badgers. 3 Badgers up and in on that block. I'm not sure if it was Lopez or Tarnow who got their hands all over that one. We'll see what the official stats say. As Egan slams one right to left on the jump topspin serve. Middle attack, Durbin. Tip up and over. Lopez with the dig. Left side, there's Travis. Chopping down the line for the kill. David Travis makes it 2-zip. And they did not give a block to the Badgers on that last one. They're going to say that was into the net. A hitting error from Butler. So here's the serve from Wisconsin, forcing an overpass. Lopez winds up from the right. Big swing, dug by the Bulldogs. Now from the back row, into the net, hitting error, Butler. Ward sends one right to the middle of the net, 3-0 Wisconsin. Wisconsin dominating here so far in the first couple of sets, and Grace Egan still serving tough. Slammed over an ace right off the platform of the new libero, Marin Thaxton on the right back. 12th ace for Wisconsin tonight. It's 4-zip. 3rd set, and now Egan has tied Lopez with a team-high 4 service aces. Here's Grace again. That's Egan. Line driver, overpass. Just dealing behind the line. Furbringer back to Egan from the back row. High tip. Saved by Finnegan. Now to Durbin left side. Dug by Simon, the libero on the left back. To the left side, Lopez unloads. It's near the net. It's a joust. It's saved off the net by Travis. She gets it back and rolls a shot over. Picked up Thaxton in the middle. There's Butler getting the point. Tipped up and down by number 14, Dutro. Karin Dutro, the freshman middle blocker, and it's 4-1. First point of the night for the Bulldogs. In the third, I should say. Not the first point of the night. That would be amazing. But it is their 26th point of the night. And we're in the third. Reagan Durbin, 5'10 sophomore. Transfer from Middle Tennessee State, serves to the left back. Travis, perfect dime up front. Back to Ava. And Travis torches it cross court for a kill. Perfect pass there from the transfer from UC Santa Barbara, who was second team All Big West last season. And she got the pass up front to Furbringer, who rewarded her with the set. Travis finished. Simon, good serve, overpass. It was played off the net by Scott, who's into the game now at middle blocker for the Badgers. Left side attack, pushed back by the Badgers, and it's down to the floors. Butler had a hard time controlling that one. Now 6-1 Wisconsin. As Kristen Simon steps behind the line. 6-1, Simon. Right hand over. On the run, Finnegan. Now to the middle, tipped over by Dutro. Badgers find Lopez. Hard swing. Grabbed by Finnegan. And a free ball back to Wisconsin. Middle attack. That's Scott. Played by Thaxton. Right side. Butler, a shot right at Egan. Deep back row. She kept it off the floor. Left side tip. Up and over by Travis. Here comes a swipe attempt. No good by the Butler Bulldogs. Or is it? It was good. It was swiped off the block and out of bounds. Crafty play there made, making it 6-2. That was Elise Ward who ended up getting the kill. Averaged nearly 3 kills per set for the Bulldogs a season ago. She just kind of fell away from the sideline on the left side and swiped it off the Badgers' block of Lopez and Scott. And now this serve by Thaxton of Butler is lined out of bounds past the end line. It's a service error, so Wisconsin now takes a lead of 7-2 in the third. Up 2 sets to none, going to be playing 4 sets tonight. Here's Lopez. Fires it out of bounds wide. Service error from Lopez. Let's see if we can see how many errors she has, but just compare that to the aces too. That's her second service error. She does have 4 aces. She and Egan both lead the Badgers in that category tonight. Simon and Bardero both passing in the back row. Left back Simon, right back Bardero. Here comes the serve by Kemp. It finds Simon. Perfect pass to Furbringer. Travis climbs the ladder. A tip over. Saved by the Bulldogs off the Badgers block. Back to Butler. Kemp setting it up left side. Another shot in the Badger block. Grabbed by Wisconsin. Egan setting left side. Travis into the Butler block. Back to the Badgers. Travis again winds up. Saved by Thaxton back row. Butler attacking. That's Nix. That's deep. There's no touch. And it's out of bounds. 8-3. Give the point to Wisconsin. The Badgers in this match right now, overall with a .362 hitting percentage, while Butler still carrying a negative attack percentage, -116. Here comes Travis behind the line. Serving it just past the left back corner of Butler and out. It was close, right in front of the line judge. 8-4. Point to Butler. Here's Elise Ward. 41 aces a season ago. The second on the Butler squad. Right hand floats it deep and out of bounds. That one had 0 spin on that volleyball, but it was well past the end line. And now Kelly Sheffield will send in Isabel Hoppe, 5'8" freshman setter out of the state of Pennsylvania, where she was the 2026 Pennsylvania Gatorade Player of the Year. Her team up by 5 here in the third. It's 9-4. Here's Hoppe, right hand across down the left sideline at Durbin. Tight pass, overpass. There's Tarno. Good save, overpass. There's Egan. Blasting it off Nix for the kill. Back-to-back overpasses, and the Badgers convert on the second one. 6-point Wisconsin lead now in the third set. Here's Hoppe again. That one's going to be passed straight down to the floor. It's an ace. Reagan Durbin cannot handle the serve from the Badgers freshman. Let's see how many different Badgers have an ace tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Badgers with at least one ace. Add Hoppe to that list, and that one goes deep and out. An ace followed by an error, but the Badgers still have a 6-point lead in the third set. 11-5. Here's Slusser, 6'2" sophomore from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. From the left back into the middle of the net. 12-5 now the Badgers lead. Here's Furbringer serving from zone 1 now for the Badgers. Stack left on serve receive. Butler, now they spread it out. 3 passers in the back row, 3 spread across in the front row. Here's Furbringer. Right hand, soft one over to the back row at Durbin. Back set right side, Nix with a push. Simon on the left sideline, grabs it. Back row, Travis, big bomb. Overpass back to the Badgers. Furbringer. Again to Travis, and she converts the second time. Travis off of Lawyer, right at the end line, and Ava Travis makes it 13-5. Ava Travis with that big right arm, an explosive athlete with a cannon for an arm, according to her head coach, Kelly Sheffield. Had 10 kills against the Badger Pros last weekend. Served by Furbringer, has Butler out of system. A shot grabbed by Simon, patrolling the defense. Lopez, swing right side. Off of the defense, over and out. Grace Lopez, welcome back to the front row. The fans giving Lopez an extended round of applause. Her first kill as a Wisconsin Badger, unofficially, exhibition match. Served by Furbringer. Plenty of more to come. Tip over by Dermott. Great save by Furbringer, who's a little ginger getting up. Here's the left side, Durbin again. Off the block and it's down. Furbringer looks to be okay. He's just got to get that side of the court where she was down on the floor, wiped up. 14-6, Wisconsin by 8. Yeah, how about Grace Lopez? Did not play all of last season. The transfer from Miami, a 2-time All-American. Getting a big kill for the Badgers moments ago. Here's Tarno, swipes at one. Grabbed by the Butler defense. Right side attack, a soft tip, but it does not clear the net from Sawyer Jones of Butler. And we've reached the media timeout here in the third set. Wisconsin up 2-0 in this exhibition against Butler. Now in the third, it's the number 6 Badgers 15, the Butler Bulldogs 6. Back after this break on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
A 9-point lead for the Wisconsin Badgers in set number 3. John Audius with you from the Fieldhouse in Madison, where your 6th-ranked Badgers lead Butler 15-6 in the third. They won the first set 24-14 and the second set 25-10. Now in this set, 5 kills off 21 attack attempts for the Badgers, hitting .238. No hitting errors. Offensively for Wisconsin, it's Grace Egan leading the way. She has 8 kills for the UW. Hitting .462 with 5 digs and 4 aces. Then 5 kills apiece for Travis, Tarno, and Flanagan. Grace Lopez, 4 aces and a kill. Got that kill here in the third. Here's Egan, jump topspin. Rifles it to the back row at Durbin. Out of system, Butler throws over a free ball. First touch, Egan. Set to the middle, Tarno could not clear the net. I think that was a rejection in the middle by the Bulldogs. That's the Badgers freshman Lenny Tarno. 15-7 now the score. A block solo by Karin Dutro. Tarnow coming off 8 kills and a .353 hitting percentage against the Badger Pros in the first exhibition. Durbin serves at Simon. Perfect pass, middle attack. That is Tarnow getting some revenge. That attack goes off the top of the tape, but it falls to the floor. And the freshman makes it 16-7. Kill number 6 tonight for Tarnow. 3 hitting errors and a .273 hitting percentage. The libero in this third set is Kristen Simon. Right hand, soft touch over. Set goes to the right, and it's not going to clear the net for Butler. Jones reaching for that one, didn't have enough juice on it to get it up and over the top of the tape. 10-point Wisconsin lead now. In the third, up 2-0. We're going to play 4 sets tonight. Finnegan setting left side, and that's going to be a point to Butler. I think it got pushed back off the pin by Wisconsin. 17-8, give the point to the Bulldogs. Here is Marin Thaxton, a freshman out of Chicago. For Butler, left to right, lines one cross court to the left back. Furbringer flips it up right side. There's Travis off the net, but it is wide and out of bounds. Just the second hitting error of this set for Wisconsin as a team. 17-9. Thaxton directs this one at Travis. High pass from the 10-foot line. The set, Furbringer, and the kill, Grace Lopez. The lefty from the right side swats it cross court. Second kill of the set for Lopez, and now she rotates back to serve. Serving from zone 5, high toss. Left hand, powers it over. Pass to the right sideline. Right side attack, out of bounds, and a good defensive move there by Lopez to matrix her way out of that one. Does that make sense? Matrix her way? Like when Neo was bending over like backwards. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen the movie. Here's Lopez. High pass up front to Finnegan. Left side, rattling off the Badgers, blocked the attack, but it's saved and it's shoved to the corner and just out of bounds. Is Grace Egan with a two-hand shove to the right back corner, and it just missed out of bounds. 19-10, 9-point Badgers lead. Give the point to Butler. Anna Bardero comes into the set now for the Badgers. And it'll be Sarah Kemp to serve, the sophomore. 2 Badger passers, Simon and Bardero. Bardero serve receive, pops it up front. Slide, big swing, Scott. And she got it. It goes off of the block of Butler and out of bounds, but I think we might have a challenge. Head coach Kyle Shondell out to talk to the down official, and that is what we're going to have, a challenge. Right now,
Butler is challenging that the ball was in.
So Butler challenging that ball was in. It was ruled out after the attack by Kimora Scott. Right now, 20-10, a 10-point Badgers lead is what the scoreboard shows, and we'll see if it stays that way. And we've got a quick look at it.
After review, the ball is in. The call will be reversed. Butler will win the point and retain their challenge.
So the Bulldogs win that challenge. And instead of a 20-10 score, it's now 19-11, Wisconsin. Here is Kemp behind the service line, serving from the right back, left to right. To the right back of Wisconsin, Bardero rolls over on serve receive. The set goes to Scott, and the kill by the freshman Kimora Scott on the slide. Goes right off the front of the Butler block and down. Now the Badgers are in the red zone, 5 points away from a 3-0 lead. Going to be playing 4 sets this evening. Here's Ava Travis, 5 kills tonight. Now she's behind the service line. On the run, Kemp setting left side and rattling off the Badgers block, and getting it is Ward, the senior for the Bulldogs. Now an 8-point Badgers lead, and Ward rotates behind the service line to serve. 94 career service aces entering her senior season. Wisconsin setting left side. Grace Egan with a hard punch right off the defense and down. Kill number 9 tonight for Egan. 21-12. 4 points away from a 3-0 lead. And now Hoppy steps behind the service line. Serving from zone 1, Hoppy. Right hand across. Back row at Thaxton. High bump set left side for Durbin. Block touch by the Badgers. Travis at the end line with the save. Slide. Tarno! Good. Smashing it back to the Butler side, and it's 22-12, 10-point Badgers lead.
Can you catch me up? What happened?
Wisconsin leads by 10.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, hitting 200 this set. Jess Williams back with us. Here's a serve by Hoppy. The pass to the floor. The ace for the freshman. And this ace show continues for Wisconsin now. 14 aces tonight as a team. Second one for Hoppy. Serve goes to Thaxton. Pass straight up into the air. A bump set to the left side for Durbin. Bardero has the dig in the back row for the Badgers. Left side, Egan hangs and bangs. Scooped up by Thaxton. Butler attacking. That's Nix. Right side, block touch. And it's good. Net violation against the Badgers, but Wisconsin still leads by 10. It stops a 3-0 run. Two points away from a 3-0 lead. It'll be Butler's Carly Slusser. Left to right with her serve. Out of bounds. And now it's set point in the third for the Cardinal and White. Really cool to see Grace Lopez in this set get a couple of kills.
In the front row.
Yeah, and get a kill too.
Let's go. And braceless.
And braceless, yeah. Good point. Here's a serve by Furbringer. Out of system, Butler. High bump set over to Nix on the near sideline. That one's out of bounds. Looped it up and over. A hitting error ends set number 3, and Wisconsin looks really, really good tonight. Up 3-0 on the Butler Bulldogs after a 25-13 win in the third. We'll take a break and come back with set number 4, fourth and final set here tonight from the Fieldhouse on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey Badger fans, football fans, and business leaders. I'm Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas, and I hope you'll join me on August 25th at the Madison Marriott West. Matt LePay and I will sit down for a live conversation about my journey from the NFL to entrepreneurship, sharing lessons on leadership, durability, and building success beyond the game. You'll enjoy dinner, networking, and have a chance to sample some of my famous Hall of Fame Farms Wagyu. Get your general admission or VIP experience tickets today at MiddletonChamber.com. That's MiddletonChamber.com.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Madison's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Ready for set number 4 here from the Fieldhouse. John Audius and Jess Williams with you on Announcer Cam on YouTube if you want to check that out. We're back on Announcer Cam, as thrilled as Jess is with that. I know you Is that your? What
That's my scrunch face.
That's a scrunch face. You can go see that on announcer cam.
No, no. Yeah, they just cleared the stats.
Oh, that's a good heads up. I took a shot of that. So Wisconsin up 3 sets to none. We're going to be playing 4 sets, and this is where the stats get a little wonky because I don't think we're going to be able to tell you the stats anymore because it just cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be like one set of stats?
This will be one set. So this will be set 4 set.
So
sets.
now I'm glad I took the picture of it
Yeah.
because now I can do the math. So
this is what happens when you get the insider knowledge here.
I wasn't aware that there was going to be math tonight, so it may be a little slow with the stats as we continue on.
We'll just have fourth set stats.
Yes, just 4th set. Right now, Wisconsin up 3-zip, 25-14, 25-10, and 25-13. And since I did take a look at the took a shot of the stats, let me tell you how everybody's doing here tonight. Grace Egan for Wisconsin, 9 kills, hitting .467 with 4 aces and 5 digs. Lenny Tarno, 7 kills, second on the leaderboard with a .333 hitting percentage, a couple of blocks. Ava Travis and Audrey Flanagan each with 5 kills. Then it's Madison Quest and Natalie Wardlow with 4. But how about Grace Lopez, Jess? Her first 2 kills as a Wisconsin Badger, yes, in an exhibition game. And she does have 4 aces tonight, but we got to see her play in the front row.
That's great. I mean, this is what she's been working for. It's been a long road of recovery for her, a lot of really hard moments, but I mean, she's back on the court. That's what more can you ask for there? So that's it's great to get those first few points back, and she played back row last weekend, played back row tonight, and now she's playing front row. That's great.
Overall, Wisconsin has a .338 hitting percentage, a minus hitting percentage still for the Bulldogs, minus .088. Opening serve with the 4th set by Furbringer. Left side attack, good off the platform of Flanagan. Count it for the Butler Bulldogs. I believe that was Elise Ward getting the kill for Butler. And it's a 1-0 start for the Bulldogs in the 4th. About an hour and 15 minutes into this match. We'll have one more set for you. Off the top of the net. A right-fisted save by Furbringer, who gets it to Travis, who goes deep. That serve went off the top of the net, and it was just a reaction by Furbringer to throw out that forearm.
That's kind of beach volleyball-esque play. You have just a one-handed kind of dink up in the air, and then I have Travis try and just topspin it in too. That was cool.
Serve finds Bardero, who's the libero. The set from Furbringer with one hand over to the left pin. It's slapped at, controlled by the Bulldogs. Back to the Badgers. Here's Quest a second time. Does she tool the block? No. She gets rejected by Butler. It's Sawyer Jones and Karin Dutro teaming up for the block. 3-0 Bulldogs.
Came out a little hot this time. I got a little bit of a different lineup. Trying to just cause disruptions here.
Largest lead of the match for Butler at 3. Here's an overpass, make it 4-zip. Dutro pounds it back to the Badgers side. Kelly Sheffield standing there with his arms crossed as his team is down 4-zip to start the 4th.
Dig a hole, you got to get back out of it. You got to make a stop here. The serve is really causing these passers fits. We got to figure out a way to stop it.
I mentioned she has 94 career aces. And a serve over by Ward. Badgers get it up and down for the kill. Audrey Flanagan converts in the middle.
I'm trying to see where Kelly's. I don't know if Audrey wasn't ready for that, or just a missed time, or if she landed in someone or was approaching in someone's space. She just looked like she was off on that one. So we got the ball. Let's score some points with our serve.
4-1 Butler in the 4th. Here's Travis from the middle of the end line, zips it across. Perfect pass by Butler. Attack middle, Bardero pops it up. Wardlow runs into Furbringer with the bump set. Roll shot by Flanagan. Here come the Bulldogs. Dutro left side rolls it. Flanagan dives to save it, goes off to the right and down. Check it, that was Durbin, not Dutro. Durbin with the kill.
I think every middle's goal is to try and take a ball from the setter, so that's what happened in that rotation. I think Nat just gotten Charlie's way, we were really off on this.
Serve receive Travis. Bardero calls for it, setting it to the right pin. It's tight, tipped over by Quest. Here comes Durbin, left side, and she got the touch. Got the touch, got the kill. Butler's up by 5, 6-1.
Everything going Butler's way right now. They're serving really tough. They're attacking our block. They're really making us work. So we have to respond. That's all it comes down to.
Fourth and final set tonight at the Fieldhouse in this exhibition. Tight pass, one-hand set from Furbringer to Wardlow, who takes care of the rest. So there's Natalie Wardlow off the one-handed set from Furbringer. 6-2. Let's see if Wardlow can get in some action behind the line. Wisconsin tonight, whole bunch of aces. Here's Wardlow, right hand down the left sideline. Left side for Butler, and it's Durbin pushing it off the block and down.
Yeah, and Kimura a little late on that block. She's not, the Butler attacker is tipping. She's high. Kimura's straight up, so the ball just kind of falls flat down through the net in front of her. So if she can really press that, that's going to be a tough block.
All right, here's Kemp. Right hand to the back left corner to Flanagan. Pass to attack, and Flanagan goes wide. Cross-court attack, no good, 8-2. Flanagan coming off, 17 kills last week. She has a total of 5. Make it 6 kills and 3 hitting errors. I have to do math now. Here's Furbringer sitting in the pocket, setting Flanagan. She'll turn on it down the line, and that one's wide. Butler by 7 in the fourth.
So that's 2 hitting errors in a row. So if I'm Charlie, I'm trying to keep her in this, and she's changing up her shots. She's changing up where she's hitting, but we need to keep her in this.
And this one goes right off the shoulders near the face of Flanagan and down. Flanagan gets aced, 10-2. That's an ace for Sarah Kemp. And a timeout taken by Kelly Sheffield and the Badgers. In the fourth set, all Bulldogs right now. It's Butler 10, Wisconsin 2 in the fourth. And we'll take a break and come back with more after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey Madison IKEA fans, great news! IKEA is closer than ever now with 2 Madison pickup points at the University Bookstore on State Street and the Beltline. Order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day absolutely free for IKEA family members. That's right, no shipping fees or waiting for deliveries, just the IKEA style you love, ready when you are. Start shopping smarter today at IKEA.us or on the IKEA app and choose the University Bookstore, State Street, or Beltline pickup points. Don't forget to sign up for IKEA Family. It's free to join and gives you access to great deals, rewards, and free Madison pickup.
The Ford Summer Sales event is on now at Metro Ford of Madison. For a limited time, get a new 2026 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $27,972. Price includes $499 dock fee and all applicable rebates. Excludes tax, title, license, registration, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Price subject to prior sale and availability. See dealer for complete details. Offer is valid to qualified buyers and ends August 31st. So head to Metro Ford of Madison today. View full inventory at metrofordofmadison.com.
Nothing scoring run by Butler, and the Bulldogs lead the Badgers in the fourth set 10-2. I'm John Audius. She's Jess Williams. Wisconsin leads 3-0 over Butler, but we are playing 4 tonight in this exhibition, and it's been all Bulldogs. You know, Butler came into this set overall through the first 3 hitting negative. I think it was minus 0.88. They're hitting 7-14 in the fourth. Here's Furbringer in the pocket, setting right side to Quest, and Quest chops it over for a kill. Stops a 4-0 Butler run, but it's 10-3.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Butler, I'm going all out this last set. This is free volleyball. This is just another chance to compete. And for Wisconsin, we can't let up. Even though it's a fourth set and it's we still can't let off the gas here. So that's kind of happened.
Here is the setter, freshman Hoppy, lining it over right to left. Has Butler's setter, Kemp on the run. Set to the left side, Durbin. Scott sends it back and covered. Durbin again, big approach. Up and over the block, and it's in the corner. 11-3, Butler remains red hot in the fourth. Durbin has her 4th kill of the set. That's 6 total kills. She entered the 4th set, 2 kills, 2 errors. Transfer from Middle Tennessee State, where she had 339 kills as a freshman. Serves at Travis in the middle backer. Scott in the middle, good. Kimora Scott finds it, and it's 11-4.
So Charlie is they've double subbed out. So when Hoppy was back serving, she's now the setter. So they are Wisconsin running the 6-2 this set.
So here's Flanagan serving from zone 1, ready to tee it up right to left. Her team down by 7, make it 8 as that one goes out of bounds. Oh, Butler here, 12-4. Be really interesting to see what this number 6 ranked Badgers team does here in an exhibition game in a 4th set when they're already up 3-zip. Flanagan serve receive to Hoppy. Back set, Lopez. Right side slam, net violation. Butler up front. Give the point to Wisconsin. It's 12-5. But you know what I mean? Like down by 7 and was down by 8. Now down by 7 in a 4th set in an exhibition before you play the number 3 team in the country in a week.
That's right.
See how they respond.
Got to find a way.
Bardero, right to left serve. Oh, good pass almost. Tip up and over by the Bulldogs, picked up by Flanagan. Left side, and there's Ava Travis. Cross court, cranks one for a kill. And you were complaining that the setter for Butler was back row.
Well, if Nat goes up and attacks that ball, if it's in the plane and that their setter is going up with one hand and jumping, then to me that's a back row attack.
Here's Bardero. Pushed up front, Kemp setting to the right side. That's Nix, bounces off the Badgers block. Tracked down out of bounds by Bardero, steers it back to Hoppy, who finds Wardlow. Count it for Wardlow, who hammers it to the floor.
And that's a tough angle. Ada is going off the court. She's up past the Badgers on the sideline to get that ball up. And for Hoppy to find Wardlow while she's moving forward, that took some skill. That was impressive.
Bardero fires it to the back row. Set goes to the middle. Crossbody attack good by Dutro. Dutro converts. Big conversion there for Butler. Now 13-7. Bulldogs on top of the Badgers, who lead 3 sets to none, playing 4 sets tonight in this exhibition match. Finnegan serving at Bardero. Up front to Hoppy with a great pass, and then Travis flies in from the inside left. And it's good for Ava Travis. 13-8. So here comes Furbringer back to serve now for the UW. Get some stats on Furbringer. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to do math, but...
Doing great.
Thanks.
Welcome.
I'll get that in a second. This off the top of the net by Charlie. Tip to the triple block. Stopped by Wardlow. Pushes it back, and nobody for Butler went for as it drops down in the front row. Just kind of froze everybody up front. And the Bulldogs take a timeout. So Butler takes a timeout in the 4th set as Wisconsin now trails it by a score of 13-9. It's been all Butler this set, but the Badgers making a comeback. And I believe we will take a break. Keep it right here. Take a break. Wisconsin up 3 sets to none, but trailing the Bulldogs 13-9 in the 4th on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Vajegic drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
Bulldogs get a point to start the fourth. It's 14-9 now. Butler is led by as many as 8 points in this fourth set. Badgers lead 3-0. Bardero serve receive. Here's Furbringer to the middle, and Wardlow climbs the ladder and absolutely destroys one to the back row. Fourth kill for Wardlow. Check it, third kill for Wardlow this set. That is now 7 kills off 8 swings tonight, unofficially for Wardlow. That's me doing math. Here's Butler to the left side. Durbin rolls the shot over. Flanagan scoops it up. The set goes to Wardlow. It's a little too high for her. Flanagan able to bump it over. Now Butler attacks from the right, and it's good. Down deep by Jones. 14 now make it 15-10, a 5-point Butler lead.
They're clawing back, but we still have to string some points together, really get something going here.
Serve into the net by the libero Marin Thaxton of Butler, and so Wisconsin creeping back, down by 4. And now here's Natalie Wardlow serving for Wisconsin. Serving from zone 1, Wardlow, big right hand over to the left back of Butler. Finnegan setting left side for Durbin. Right there is Flanagan. Back to Flanagan, dig to attack, and the conversion good. Audrey Flanagan rockets one past the defense of Butler to pull her team to within 3. That is the second kill now for Flanagan in this set. Here's Wardlow, zips this one back row at Durbin. Tight pass, Finnegan back to Durbin. Pushes into the block, but waiting for Madison Quest. Questy with the rejection. And now the Badgers creeping back to within 2 points in the fourth. 15-13. Butler's lead is down to 2, a 3-0 scoring run from Wisconsin. Wardlow again left back at Durbin. Finnegan setting it to the right side. It's going to result in a short free ball. Quest first touch. Furbringer left side. 2-hand push by Flanagan into the block, and Butler ends up with the point. And there's that kind of 2-hand attack we talked about earlier in the spring at Green Bay.
Yep.
That time right into the block.
Yeah, and that can be a really, really effective attack. And it's becoming really, really popular in the college game just because it is so effective. But that time into the block did not go well.
Serve receives Simon. Up front to Charlie. Left side to Flanagan. Block touch and a kill. But Flanagan fires a kill, and the Badgers pull to within 2.
They're fighting and clawing. I mean, this is what you want to see from a team that didn't just lay down and just kind of let this match go on. They are fighting back into this, and they are pushing, and especially from the serve. The serve side is really what's keeping us in this right now.
Right hand across by Hoppy of Wisconsin. Durbin hanging in the air, tipping it over. Badgers play it. Hoppy goes to Scott. Scott goes wide with the push deep and out of bounds. Back up by 3 are the Bulldogs. Wisconsin won the first 3 sets here tonight, and now it's a 3-point Butler lead past the midway point of the fourth set. Serve receives Simon. Tight pass up front to Hoppy. Scott flies in there. Push over with the right hand. Here comes Butler now after the dig. And Ward tries to tip it off the block but goes wide. And Kyle Shondell is up, down, talking to the second referee. And Wisconsin will end up with the point, up by 2. Are the Bulldogs.
Asa Bumped in for the Bulldogs, and for the Badgers, Ava Travis.
Passing 3, Butler in the back row, and here is Audrey Flanagan. Ready to put it across. Slaps it over with the right hand, waiting in the pocket. Setter for Butler, big pound in the middle. Hoppy has the dig. Lopez gets it, lines up, and deflates one off the defense. Third kill of the match for Grace Lopez, and the fans love every swing from Lopez. Timeout, Butler will keep it right here. So Grace Lopez pulls Wisconsin to within 1 now.
Woo. We like that.
The Badgers in this set now hitting .292, while Butler offensively is having its best set of the night by far. They hit negative in every single set leading up to the fourth, but right now 9 kills, 21 attacks, 2 errors, hitting .333. But Wisconsin trailed by as many as 8 points, Jess, here in the fourth set. And at that time saying, you know, how does the number 6 team in the country respond? It's an exhibition match. It's, you know, we're trying out new things as far as the lineup on the court. Different liberos every set, switching setters in this set. Grace Lopez playing in the front row some, in the back row some. And now you get challenged by this team who goes up by 8. You know you've got this non-conference schedule that's just probably the toughest in the nation. And how do they respond in a situation like this against a team out of the Big East that finished 9th?
I mean, you chip away. And, we went down 0-4 to start the set off. That's not the way you want to start off, and they've just kind of had to play catch-up this entire time. So take points when you can. We've really got to capitalize and kind of just take back over. And I don't think we're there yet. I think we're still working through that. But, hey, we're fighting. We're clawing. So that's what you want to see out of a young team.
Here's Flanagan serving. Wisconsin can tie it up with a point here. Serving to the back row. Finnegan setting to Nix. Popped up by Bardero. Hoppy setting left pin. Travis takes off. Picked up by Butler. Left side tip off of Flanagan. Running to the corner. Counted for Ward. Butler up by 2. Getting late in the fourth now. 18-16 the Bulldogs. Now with a .348 hitting percentage in the set. 10th kill of the set for Butler as a team. Here's Reese, transfer from Alabama. The junior serving at Flanagan on the right back. High pass finds Hoppy. Lopez right side, blasts down the line, and it's saved by Butler. Ward into the block, pushback, net violation, Wisconsin.
Kimura in the net. I can't believe how heavy of an arm Grace Lopez has. I mean, we haven't seen her attacking in the front row in so long. But, man, she just has such a powerful arm. That's so cool.
Here's Reese, the 6'3 freshman. Scooped off Flanagan, serve receive. Hoppy to the left pin. Travis. Cross court. Kill. 19-17, Butler. Bardero back to serve. With that towel tucked into her shorts on the left hip. That's kind of an interesting look to the middle back with her serve, middle attack. There's Bardero sliding in with the dig. Lopez has to tip off the block, and it's pushed back and down. Bardero all the way to the front row trying to cover that. A block for Butler, and the Bulldogs reach the red zone up by 3.
She covered a lot of ground on that to go from left back all the way to the antenna on the right side of the court. So she was motoring to get over there. That's a heart play right there.
Here's Nix, the sophomore for Butler at Bardero. Spinning pass by Bardero to the left pin, and Ava Travis Gets another one. Pulls Wisconsin to within 2. That is the 4th kill of the set from Travis. Here's Furbringer serving with her team down by 2. We'll see if Wisconsin can go on a late run here in the 4th set. Oh, that one goes nearly in the bottom of the net for Furbringer. Back to a 3-point lead for Butler.
Come on, Badgers.
And for Kyle Shondell's team, hey, if you can get a set off Wisconsin, that's got to be some sort of confidence booster for his team. They're facing Wisconsin and Purdue in their exhibition. So Big Ten schedule in the exhibition for the Big East Butler Bulldogs. Furbringer, high setup, left side for Questy. Good dig. There's the attack in the middle by Dutro, and then 4 hits against Wisconsin gives the point to Butler.
And honestly, so I love that Kyle is scheduling both us and Purdue. We talk to so many teams that when they are scheduling, it's like I can't get up there. It's gonna be too tough of a weekend for my team. And I love that he's just like, no, let's go. Like that's how they're starting their season with a statement. 2 really tough exhibition games for them, and that's awesome.
Yeah. And, I mean, speaking of tough games, as a timeout's taken by Kelly Sheffield with a 4-point Butler lead now at a score of 22-18. We haven't had a chance much to talk about the non-conference schedule for Wisconsin, but Mike,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. It starts with a rematch against Kentucky from the Final Four last year. Yeah. What is that, number 3 versus number 6? And you've got Louisville, another top 10 team. So the opening weekend, 2 top 10 teams. Then it was 2 top 5 teams against Stanford and Pitt the next weekend.
Yep.
A little bit of a break because you only get the number, I think, 17th ranked Florida Gators. Auburn unranked, and then you got the defending champs, and you've got Texas, 2 top 10 teams as well. I mean, that's not the end of it's Marquette, Milwaukee to end it, but still.
Yeah, we have every top 10 team right now on our schedule, so that's really cool. Yeah, it's I mean, we got a young team. We're showing them this is what college volleyball is all about. Like, let's go, let's bring it.
Throw them right into the fire.
Absolutely.
Right away. Here's Ward, service error following the Badgers timeout. So Wisconsin to within 3, but Butler needs just 3 points to win this 4th set. We're going to be playing just 4 sets tonight if you're just joining us. We'll see if the Badgers can get a 4-0 sweep. Going to have to really turn it on here late. Simon serving from zone 1, goes to the middle back at Butler. Set goes to the right side off Simon. Good. Big pound by Dutro, a freshman on the right side. 23-19. Now Butler needs 2 points to earn a victory in the 4th. They led by as many as 8 points in this set, hitting 370 as a team. Right now, Wisconsin hitting 226, zipped in by the Bulldogs. Perfect pass to Furbringer, and then the left side attack is good for Flanagan. Down by 3. Wisconsin needs to make a move right now. Wardlow steps behind the line for the Badgers, down by 3, late 4th set. Here's Nat, right hand, sails it. Good serve, chased down by the libero. Butler in a backwards bump by Kempf. Free ball to Wisconsin. Tip over Flanagan, popped up near the net, and they can't get it over. Big lunge with the left hand by Durbin near the left pin, but Wisconsin will get the point. They trail by 2.
A lot of hustle plays there on both sides of the net. I mean, props to Butler. They are going all out right now.
There's a good serve by Wardlow to start that. As Thaxton had to chase it down past the end line. This one again served back row. Good high pass up front to Kemp. Over to Durbin with a push with the right hand. Grab by Simon, right side. Big hit by Quest. Over dig, back to the Badgers. Flanagan into the block, saved by Wardlow. Bump set, here's Flanagan again. Block touch, picked up back row by the Bulldogs. Set to Durbin on the outside, and Quest blocks it out of bounds. Tool shot good for Reagan Durbin, and it's set point Butler. Here's Sarah Kempf serving. On set point for the Bulldogs. Bardero. Their Furbringer left side. Flanagan, sharp cross court, good. 24-22. Second set point upcoming for Butler.
I like seeing, Audrey's been struggling this set a little bit with her placement, and she's still taking rips on these balls. So that's, love to see that. Love to see that sharp angle. That's a really tough defensive move for Butler to make. So keep going.
Served by Wisconsin's Hoppy. Middle, Nix right at Hoppy. Bardero setting Lopez. Leaps into the air. Rejected. Popped up by Bardero. Wisconsin finds Flanagan, who chops it over. And the Badgers pulled it within one. 24-23.
It's a great diving save from Anna there. That rally doesn't continue if she doesn't scoop that up off the block. That's a nice defensive play.
Third set point now for the Bulldogs, with Wisconsin serving right to left. Hoppy, right hand across, high pass, finds Kemp. Setting over to Durbin, slaps it over right there. Bardero, Hoppy, center, dump down. We're tied at 24. We're going to play extra points now in the fourth.
I love setter tips. Personal favorite. Go Hoppy.
Fans enjoying this late push by the Badgers on a 3-0 run. Tied at 24. Hoppy skims the tape on that serve. Durbin winds up. Bardero has the stop to Flanagan. Underneath it, Thaxton. Here comes Butler. Durbin again, left side. Down the line, good. 25-24. Butler back to set point, their fourth.
Yep. And the Badgers keep clawing that ball set a little bit tight for Butler. So I think if Grace closes that line, that's an easy stuff if she's there. I just don't think she was pressed all the way, and she got used off her right hand.
Fans getting loud here. Fourth set point for Butler. 25-24. Extra points in the fourth. Here's Simon. Pass straight up into the air. Chased down by Hoppy. Over to Flanagan. Gets it down the near sideline with the right hand. 8th kill of the set for Audrey Flanagan. We're tied at 25.
8th kill. She's doing great things. That's a really great shot. That's a really smart shot. She's finding open areas of the court in the times that we need her. That's big time.
And now she's serving. Tied late, extra points in the fourth. Serves to the right back. On the run, the Butler setter. Tipped up and over by the Bulldogs. Right there's Hoppy. Bardero with the back set. Here comes Travis. Yes, unloads on it to the left back. And it's set point Wisconsin. 26-25, the Badgers.
Oh, they're challenging.
Oh, we've got a challenge.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's take a listen.
Butler is challenging that there was a net fault in the middle of the rally.
That was a long rally.
Okay.
We might be here for a hot second.
That last challenge took like 6 seconds.
That was great.
Yeah, we'll see how long they have to go, like you said earlier, scrub the replay, scrub the video, go take a look at that, whether or not a Badger was in the net. If it is, it brings it back to Butler's 5th set points of the fourth. Only playing 4 sets here tonight. I'm looking at announcer cam. My hair is looking really bad. I'm going to fix that real quick.
You're looking great.
There is no net fault. Call is confirmed. Wisconsin will retain the point. Butler will lose the challenge.
Go Devaney.
Okay, so that means that it is set point Wisconsin, 26-25.
That was efficient. That was an efficient challenge.
Very efficient. Flanagan serving on set point. Right hand out of bounds. We play on in the fourth.
That's fun.
26-26.
Extra points. Extra points.
Wisconsin has trailed by as many as 8. It was all Butler to start off the fourth set.
They clawed back.
Badgers have won the first 3 sets tonight. Bardero serve receive, flips it up to Hoppy, who sets it. A down ball sent over by Travis. On the run, the Bulldogs. Ward pushes, touched by Hoppy at the end line. Bardero bumps that over to Lopez. Big swing. Pinball. Now Nix with the roll shot right there. Hoppy in the back row for Wisconsin. That's Lopez. Good. Down the line. Second set point for Wisconsin at 27-26.
Gosh, she's so good.
First kill of the set for Lopez.
That's not true. She had the other one earlier. So they didn't give it to her.
Well,
I'm very confused.
27-26. Second set point for the Badgers. Bardero right into the middle of the net. Yeah, I thought when I said that, I was hesitating in my brain. I thought she had one, but maybe not.
I know she did because I was waiting for it to populate. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
27-27.
Oh, come on.
Here's Nick serving for the Butler Bulldogs. Left to right. Zips it in back middle at Flanagan. Hoppy setting it over to Travis. Got up and over the defense and down to the floor. It's the third set point in the fourth for Wisconsin.
I don't know how many subs we have, but Hoppy is now in the front row. And Grace Lopez is serving.
Lopez with 4 aces tonight. Can she end it on a 4-0 sweep for the Badgers? Here's Lopez. Back row, pass up front. Butler attacks Ward left side. Fastball deep and down to the left back corner. Another tie.
All right, so this is what you're in a 6-2. You run out of subs. We've got 5'8" Hoppy in the front row here, so that's definitely something we got to work around. But this is something we do in practice all the time. So let's go. Let's ball.
Fifth tie of the set, 28 apiece. Fourth and final set here tonight. Served by Ward, out of bounds. How about another set point upcoming for the Cardinal and White? It's the fourth set point for Wisconsin. And Ava Travis will serve. 29-28 Wisconsin. They've trailed by 8 to Butler in the fourth. Won the first 3 sets big over the Bulldogs. 29-28, here comes Travis. Right hand over at Thaxton. Set goes left side, Durbin off the top of the block. Picked up Lopez, back row. Hoppy setting. Flanagan off the block. It's saved. It's set over on a free ball. Here is Hoppy setting it up. Flanagan tips off the block. Save. Pushed over again. Wisconsin with another try. Flanagan ends it. Right hand down. 30-28. Big comeback in the fourth for Wisconsin. They beat the Bulldogs in this exhibition 4 sets to none. What a comeback. That was impressive.
You know what? To go how many did they, it was 0-4, and then they led by as many as 8. That's some grit right there. It's so easy to just give up on that game, give up on your team, and just kind of end it and say we'll worry about next week. But that was a gritty performance right there by the Badgers.
Butler with a 10-2 lead in the set. That was their 8-point lead. Also led it 11-3, 15-10. They led it late as well by, I think, 4 or 5 points. 23-19, they led it by 4. Wisconsin comes back to win it 30-28 in this set.
I'm running down.
All right, thanks for filling in,
Yeah,
Jess.
bye.
Bye. That's Jess Williams, who saved the day here at the start of the match. Unexpectedly said, hey, do you want, well, actually didn't ask, just put the headset on and said, hey, I'm doing color commentary for you today. Wisconsin wins it in the fourth set, 30-28. Should we keep it here? Should we take a break? Let's take a break, and then we'll come back, wrap things up on the post-match show. We'll give you a quick post-match show here for you tonight, but Wisconsin with a clean sweep of Butler, winning every set tonight, all 4 sets in this automatic 4-set exhibition. Up next, the regular season. We'll come back and recap this one next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Hammers one to left, it's up and gone!
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Track! Wall! Bye! Baseball!
Brewers Baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Post-match show underway on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. The Wisconsin Badgers win all 4 sets at the Fieldhouse tonight against the Butler Bulldogs in their final exhibition match before starting the 2026 season next Friday at Fiserv Forum in the AVCA First Serve Showcase. We'll tell you all about it, but before we continue any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. That's 10 for a legal ID on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar studio at ESPN Madison. Wisconsin wins at set 1, 25-14, set 2, 25-10, set 3, 25-13, and set 4 in extra points. A thriller. Wisconsin trailed as many as 10-2, but they come back and win it 30-28 to win all 4 sets in front of the home fans at the Fieldhouse. Let's bring back John Audius for our post-match show. Quick one for us tonight, John, as we get set to move on to Fiserv Forum in Kentucky 1 week from tonight. Before we do that, what'd we learn, what'd we see, what'd we like about the Wisconsin Badgers in this match tonight?
Well, obviously, I like the dominating first 3 sets from Wisconsin against a team from the Big East that finished 9th last season. That's what you should do. You should have it 25-14, 25-10, 25-13. I didn't like the fast start by Butler, but what I loved was the comeback. And it's simply because I hope I conveyed this during the match, but this is the final set you play before you get into this gauntlet of a schedule that we've all been talking about. That's in a week from now. You're playing Butler. You're down 10-2, 11-3, even 23-19. You could easily pack it up and say, hey, let's go home tonight. Let's get ready for next week. It's going to be a big week, but they didn't. And I loved the comeback. So I think I learned that this team can – and that's not even – I mean, they had Hoppy on the floor for this comeback as well. So I think they ran out of subs at one point here during the 4th set too. So I loved seeing that, and I loved seeing Audrey Flanagan finish it. She had 9 kills. She was kind of quiet most of this match, and that's somebody that we talked about coming into the match, Jesse. Like, how is Flanagan going to do? She had 17 kills in the first exhibition against the Badger pros, and now she comes in and finishes it off and comes up big when they need her most here in the 4th.
You mentioned Flanagan in the what to watch before this match tonight. You also mentioned what the Badgers were going to do at libero with Anna Bardero and Kristen Simon. What stood out to you as they compete for that role?
I'd have to look at the final numbers again just to kind of look at it. And the way they did the stats tonight, you have to do math. So I'm not.
That is hard. I gave up on it back here.
Yeah.
Math not my strong suit.
Honestly, I think it's pretty even at this point. I don't know if there, in my opinion, a clear standout between the two. Just looking at the 4th set, 4th set stats, Bardero comes up with 6 digs, but also had 4 assists, and that's big when you're out of system and you need somebody to go to, and it's your libero providing that. And Simon was great at being out of system a year ago, but I think that one's too close to call. I guess at this point it'll be interesting what Kelly Sheffield and the coaching staff decide to go with against Kentucky. Do they go with the person who has that experience from a season ago in the now sophomore Kristen Simon, or did they bring in the Italian libero Bardero to get her first start? I probably give the edge to Simon, although I don't know how much of an edge that is right now. It's probably slight.
Expecting that decision to be made here in the coming week as Wisconsin gets set to take on number 3 Kentucky at Fiserv Forum 1 week from tonight. In fact, almost exactly 1 week from tonight. First serve next Friday, set for about 8 p.m. here Central Time at Fiserv Forum. It's the second of a doubleheader, so that start time may fluctuate a little bit, but really looking forward to the rematch of the Final Four from a year ago. Last thing for you, John, before we hang it up tonight. What was going on behind the service line for Wisconsin? 14 aces through the first 3 sets, I think, was my official count, and I might have missed one or two. A lot of great stuff going on back there, including from both of the Graces.
Yeah, I mean, it was great, but remember, at the beginning, it was probably a little frustrating for the fans, too. I think had like 6 service errors right away, so there was a bunch of errors, I believe, that then were followed by all the aces. But I think what's happening is, and I asked Kelly Sheffield about this on the pregame show, is you've got a pretty lethal combination. Now, when jump top spins, these spin serves, when they're going, it's really, really tough for the opposition to pass. I'm talking about Grace Egan and Grace Lopez. Now, those serves at times can get away from players, and sometimes you have to pull them back, rein them in, and say, hey, let's go to something else. But I think what we're seeing is what that is capable of. Egan with 4 aces through the first 3 sets. The Badgers didn't have an ace as a team, so final numbers, Egan had 4, and Grace Lopez, the 2 jump top spin servers of this team, had 8 of those 14 aces. So I think what was happening is that combo this season might really help propel Wisconsin in some cases. If those 2 are on, that's going to make it extremely tough for Badgers opposition, the passers of their opponents this season. But, I think that's what this team could be capable of, and I think it starts with those 2. And then, Charlie Furbringer's solid behind the service line, and they also have a bunch of other. I think Natalie Wardlow is somebody that could get hot too. I think the serving, especially if Lopez, the 2 Graces are on, the Graces could be coming up with some aces.
Oh, you've been saving that one, haven't you?
It just happened, I swear.
You've been saving that one all off season, folks. He's been working on it, and we can't wait to bring it for real next week in Fiserv Forum. 1 week from tonight, the season starts. First serve in the AVCA first serve between 6th-ranked Wisconsin and number 3 Kentucky. John, great call tonight. Can't wait to do it for real next Friday.
It all starts with that gauntlet of a schedule Friday night, Jesse. I'm looking forward to it.
Can't wait. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jesse.
John Audius, the voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball at the UW Fieldhouse. Thanks to Jess Williams for stepping up and helping fill in some color commentary tonight with John so he wasn't riding solo for the full 4 sets in the booth tonight. My name's Jesse Nelson here in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. A reminder, we were talking aces, whether it's for the Graces or everyone else as well. That's part of the Steinhafels Ace Tracker this season. Relax. It's Steinhafels. 1 week from tonight, 6th-ranked Wisconsin and number 3 Kentucky square off in the AVCA First Serve Showcase at Fiserv Forum. Then they play Louisville, who's also a top 10 team, the next afternoon on Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock first serve for that one. 3rd-ranked Kentucky, 7th-ranked Louisville. That's how the season starts for 6th-ranked Wisconsin next weekend. A lot of national spotlight early for a young team, including 9 freshmen and 11 new players in total. Can't wait to bring it to you. Thanks so much to producers Ryan Wollersheim and Owen Dimple here in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. For John and Jess at the Fieldhouse, my name is Jesse Nelson. Thanks so much for joining us. Next time you hear us, we'll be doing it for real next Friday night at Fiserv Forum, 6th-ranked Wisconsin and number 3 Kentucky. Thanks so much for coming along tonight on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA